Hi everyone, welcome. Today we're going to discuss the Nintendo Direct. We're going to go over some thoughts and opinions on the Nintendo Direct and the state of play and some Pokemon news. We're going to start off with Smash Bros, of course. Enjoy some gameplay while I talk about that. The reveal ended up being Pyra and Mithra from the Xenoblade series. I know a lot of people are probably saying the same thing that everybody else on social media is saying, another sword character. But to be honest, it's really hard to find a character without a sword. But me personally, I'm excited. It's two female characters, so definitely excited and looking forward to the addition of that. And then, just like myself, we'll all be waiting for the last two characters to be revealed. But definitely excited about that personally from the Nintendo Direct. The other announcement was Fall Guys. Fall Guys is going to be exciting. The only thing that I have, my thoughts are, is if the servers can handle it. Hopefully they fix the servers on Nintendo's side, or Fall Guys servers get updated in order to make sure that the game is running smoothly. But that's definitely a fun little game that I sometimes play, even though I haven't won a single crown. The other game that they mentioned is a game from the Famicom that's never been released in the US. It's Famicom Detective Club. It's a visual novel, looks pretty interesting, probably something I would check out. Don't really play a lot of visual novels. The only one that I think I've only played is 13 Sentinels, but that's about it. They announced Samurai Warriors, never really played the series. They also announced Legend of Mana. Now this game is a little nostalgic. Excuse me. A little nostalgic to me. I used to play this all the time, but I'm a little mixed about the graphics. The graphics to me, they look really nice, and then they got the pixelated artwork. I think I would have done like a on or off, pixelated or non-pixelated, but that's just my thoughts. They also had Monster Hunter Rise. I almost went into Mario Golf. Sorry, guys. But that looks really interesting for all the Monster Hunter fans. That's a series I've hardly ever played as well. But this one looks interesting, something I may consider trying. One that I'm super excited about is Mario Golf. Now, I've always loved the Mario sports games and all the Nintendo sports games personally. I think those are a lot of fun. Hey Nintendo, I'm still waiting for a new version of the soccer game. Bring that out, please. Strikers for the Switch. I need it, I want it, and I'm sure a lot of people do want to play that as well. But golf definitely looks like something I'll pick up, like I picked up tennis and the Olympic Games and stuff like that. I love the Mario Rush, the Super Rush thing that they have going in there, where all the characters are just running across the field with superpowers and power-ups and stuff like that. That looks like a lot of fun. So that's definitely something that I definitely look forward to. Then they announced a game called Stubbs the Zombie. I know that came back in Xbox. That's definitely a skip for me. Not something that really caught my attention, but it's fine. No More Heroes was announced as well. I played the original. I enjoyed it a lot. I haven't played the sequels, but something I could definitely check out. Looks interesting, a lot of cool little features here and there. And then they announced the Miitopia, which I've heard is a lot of fun. A lot of people definitely enjoy that. And then the Super Mario update of Animal Crossing, which that's going to be a lot of creativeness going around for a lot of fans of that series. So that's something that I know a lot of Animal Crossing fans are going to pick up and be creating little Mario worlds and portals and warp zones and everything. So that looks like a lot of fun. And then the last game that I think they announced that was an RPG, it was Project Triangle Strategy. I don't know how I feel about this. Personally, it looks interesting. It reminded me a lot of Octopath Traveler, but I didn't think the graphics were on par like Octopath Traveler. But just, could be an early build. I think there's a demo available. I'm going to see if I can check that out, but it didn't really blow me away or capture me like like I was hoping for. I thought it was Octopath Traveler 2, but it was not. So I have to see if I check that out. They also had Star Wars Hunters, which they just gave a little teaser, so don't know too much about that. They also gave us Knockout City, which looks like a futuristic dodgeball. And then we had World's End Club. That definitely sparked a lot of interest for me. It looks kind of Danganronpa-like, and it's by the team that created it. So it's something definitely that I would probably dive into. The art style is pretty unique. I like games with a lot of cool artwork. They also announced Hades physical release. That is something I will pick up because I've heard a lot of great things about it. They also had the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection. I definitely have some of these titles, but I probably won't be picking that up for the Nintendo Switch, but it's kind of cool if you haven't played it. Very difficult games, very challenging, but definitely a lot of fun. Then they announced something that was pretty exciting, which is Hyrule Warriors Expansion Pack. You had to kind of freeze to see what it, or pause the video when they were presenting this to see everything that's coming out. But for $20, it's not a bad deal. Definitely a lot for your money, and it's probably giving you more gameplay. Then they also had the Bravely Default 2, and Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection, and Sega Frontier, and Apex Legends. So those were like quick games. Ghosts and Goblins looks like fun. I like the art style, but I'm kind of like, wish it were a little bit more crisp, but it definitely looks like a lot of fun. Bravely Default 2, I only played the first one. I enjoyed it. Don't know about the second one as of right now. And last, the two big announcements were Skyward Sword and Splatoon. So I've never played Skyward Sword. It wasn't something that really interested me. I know there's a lot of fans out there of that particular title, but that was just one that I never played of the Zelda series. It might be something that I might check out, but not too sure. The only thing I like about this game is that a lot of the gameplay inspired what made one of my favorite Zelda games, which is Breath of the Wild. So that definitely, to me, is I'm thankful that game came out, but it's probably not one that I'll actually play. Just didn't really call my attention, and I kind of skipped that one. So to all the fans of Skyward Sword, it wasn't something I really liked. And the last one was Splatoon 3. I thought they could have shown a little bit more, but it does look interesting, and I know it's early, so at the moment they didn't show too much gameplay or if there's going to be a single story gameplay mode. So we'll just have to wait on that. But I definitely have enjoyed the first and the second Splatoon series and games, and we'll have to see how they've evolved on the third one there. But those are my thoughts on the Nintendo Direct. And while we're on Nintendo, we're going to go to the Pokemon. And Pokemon announced a lot of interesting stuff, and we'll cover that pretty quick, and then we'll go into the PlayStation State of Play. So, Nintendo showed us Pokemon Snap, which looked interesting with the new trailer and the new glow orbs that make the Pokemon look cool at night with their special moves. So that's definitely going to be something that I am picking up. I remember the classic. It used to be a lot of fun, and now just capturing the Pokemon in an environment, I want to see how big the island is and how many Pokemon they actually put in here. And but that's definitely going to be something that's going to be a lot of fun. And then they announced Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl. Now, a little mixed feelings about this one. Some people like the chibi art style. To me, not really blown away with that. I think they should have just kept the Let's Go style. I enjoyed that a lot, but I know they're trying to stay true to the essence of the original game. So don't know if I will pick that up personally, but it does look interesting. I kind of would have preferred a Let's Go version of Soul Silver and Gold. And the last game on the Pokemon that I've been waiting for years and hoping and asking Game Freak and Nintendo to release is Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now this game looks like an open world Breath of the Wild. I think they got a lot of inspiration from Breath of the Wild. Hopefully they are working with the team that made Breath of the Wild. I know some people were commenting about the graphics not looking super amazing like Breath of the Wild, but if you look carefully at the video, there is very small fine print that says not final gameplay. So it is early, and it's got me excited for Pokemon like I haven't been excited for Pokemon in a long time. But definitely that is a must buy day one for me, to see what how they're going to develop that, what elements they're going to add, and how the series will evolve going forward. But definitely a great step in a new direction, and I'm happy that they're trying it. And I don't expect the game to be perfect, but I expect them to at least try to evolve the gameplay and give us the game that not only myself but a lot of other people online, on social media, and on YouTube have been asking and wanting for a long time. So definitely looking forward to that. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to go into the PlayStation State of Play. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright, back from the break, and now we're going to cover the PlayStation State of Play. Personally, there was a couple little surprises here in the State of Play. Other things were kind of I thought a little redundant. Stuff we've already seen, but at least we got a couple of release dates here and there. The first one was, of course, Crash Bandicoot 4. I used to play that on the PS1. I haven't played a Crash game in a while, but I definitely would pick that up for the PS5. It looks really, really nice. And gameplay looks really awesome, so definitely looking to checking that out. Then they had the Returnal game. The Returnal game, it looks very interesting. I know there's probably a deeper story to it, so it's something that it has sparked some interest for myself, and it's definitely something I would probably check out. It kind of gave me a little bit of Metroid vibes. No offense to any of the Metroid fans, just from my observation, I just saw a little bit of Metroid vibes just from the character and creatures that they were fighting. So we'll have to check that out, but definitely a deeper story, something with the house, if you saw the trailer, but we'll have to see. Then they had this Sci-Fu. It was a Kung Fu experience. Looked interesting. I definitely would like to know more about it, and would probably be something I would check out as well. But it seems like if you die, you become older and older until you start maybe becoming like a Shaolin master or a Kung Fu master, depending on what they're trying to say. And then they also had Knockout City, which was also like a dodge brawl game that they announced for the Switch, if I'm not mistaken. They also had a really unique game that looked interesting to me. It was called Solar Ash. That looked kind of cool. So definitely looking forward to seeing more on that. And then they had Five Nights at Freddy's, Security Breach. I've never played this game. I don't know anything about it except it's like you're in I guess like a Chuck E. Cheese like place, and you're trying to either run away from these creatures, the creatures, or stuffed animals, robotics, whatever you want to call them. I mean, it looks pretty dark, but I heard it's a kid's game, so I don't know anything about it. I'm not into it. My kids haven't played it. They're not into it, but I'm sure it's popular for a reason. The graphics look pretty cool. Then Oddworld, Soulstorm. That's coming out on April 6th. Excuse me. PS4 and PS5. Oddworld looks really nice. That's probably something that I would definitely check out. I used to play the Oddworld games back in the day. Then they also showed Kenya and the Bridge of Spirits. Now that game looks is a must-buy for me. The animation looks gorgeous, gameplay looks gorgeous, story looks pretty unique. It's definitely something I am going to pick up. And then they had Deathloop Deja Vu trailer. The trailer looked a little bit nicer than the previous trailers, so that's something that is probably going to get a lot of fans interested in that. It kind of reminded me of GoldenEye, I will say, or 007 James Bond, like intro that they had with the girl singing the Deja Vu song. So it gave me those vibes. So maybe they're trying to go for like a GoldenEye. Not saying they go, this is to knock GoldenEye or anything at all. Just my thoughts are that that's what they're aiming for, to give the new generation something like James Bond game. But we'll see as it comes out. And then they finally announced Final Fantasy Remake Intergrade, and they also announced a bunch of mobile games that they didn't show. And Intergrade is with Yuffie. I really don't know if I'm going to pay for that DLC, but I am excited that I will get to play Final Fantasy VII with updated graphics and gameplay on my PlayStation 5. So that's definitely something that I am excited for. I was kind of hoping that they would show maybe something from Remake Part 2, but maybe that's too early to ask for something like that. But overall, I felt that the shows this year, they weren't really they didn't really blow me away, but they weren't bad. They still had they had a mix of a little something for everybody. I felt that PlayStation's was a little redundant, to be honest, because these are a lot of the games that we've already known about that are coming out since they announced the PS5. So I was kind of hoping for a little bit more, but it is what it is. It's not that I didn't enjoy it, and I'm definitely happy to know some release dates on there. Nintendo, I feel could have shown a little bit more, but as I've learned in these presentations, you don't want to get your hopes up too high. Kind of have a realistic outlook on what the show could bring. Excuse me, guys, my throat is getting dry. But I feel that you got to keep your expectations kind of low, or else you're not gonna enjoy the presentations. And it's also very early in the year as well. So that's another thing, they're not going to show all the surprises and things coming out for the rest of the year. With the Nintendo show, I was kind of hoping for Breath of the Wild too. Of course, that wasn't shown, because that was what I wanted, but it's okay. I was also hoping for something 35th anniversary related, maybe a Game & Watch, maybe an Ocarina of Time, HD, and Majora's Mask combo. But they didn't show that neither. So I don't know what they're going to do for it. It's I think it's really hard for them, personally, just because there's so many great Zelda titles out there. So hopefully it's just something that appeases to all the fans. Personally, Nintendo, I think you should just remake the original Legend of Zelda the way you did Link's Awakening, and in that style, and I think that's going to be something that's just going to blow people away. Especially introduce the new generation to what Zelda is, and have them pick up other Zelda games as they go along. But that's what I'm dreaming of a 35th anniversary and a Game & Watch, of course, which would have the original Zelda and maybe Link's Adventure. I think that would be cool, but I'll keep dreaming. So we'll see if they do another little presentation to celebrate the 35th anniversary. They'll probably end up doing, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, which I don't mind. I still have my copies for the Wii U, and I just don't know if I'll pick it up unless there's something extra in there, but maybe just to have it as a collector's item. I don't know. But not super excited about if that's what it ends up being. But I'm sure a lot of other fans will definitely be happy with it. But these are just my thoughts. There's no shade here or anything. It's just we all have different opinions of what we would like and what we don't like. But that's the stuff that I would like to see from Nintendo. As far as Pokemon goes, I think they need to update Pokemon Go. That's something they didn't touch base on. I think the game looks a little outdated. I still play it though, so definitely enjoy still catching Pokemon when I go on walks and stuff like that. But I think they need to evolve that game, maybe make it VR and stuff, where you actually see the Pokemon in the wild. That would be kind of cool. And aside from that, maybe they'll probably do more remakes, of course, and hopefully, like I said, it'll be silver and gold. Those are one of my favorites. And the last thoughts, just looking forward to next year for the new Pokemon Adventure. But that's my thoughts on the presentations, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I enjoyed some of the gameplay in the background there, and let me know what your thoughts are and what was your favorite part of the shows. And if you have any thoughts of anything coming down the road, or if they'll do another State of Play or another Direct, or what you would like for the 35th anniversary for Zelda. Thanks for joining me. Enjoy your day and have fun and keep gaming.